Hey, what's up? It's Wes here.
Heaven Clark.
Yo, we're the Clark brothers. Welcome to the breakdown. Welcome back.
Hey man, the
Yo,
breakdown.
We gonna, as we do, we break down movies, music, lyrics, entertainment, situations, everything.
Everything.
Exactly. Last week, last show that we did something a little different. We started off our show breaking down the Nas, the battle between Nas and Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
Now the last week we broke down Set It Off from the movie, the scenes from the movie, so everything that went wrong with the movie Set It Off. So check that out if you haven't. Check it out. It's got a lot in there. And this week we're gonna do kind of stay on that same field because we got cats hitting us up like, yo, you gotta talk about this. Everything that went wrong with the movie Dead Presidents. I mean, as we know, just to give you a quick history, Dead Presidents, written and directed by the Hughes brothers. For all the young heads, you haven't seen the movie, go check it out. Almost the whole movie's on YouTube. You can probably find it anywhere. Dead Presidents is about a young dude, character played by Lorenz Tate, who goes away to the military as a young man, just a young man growing up in the New York area, whether it was Harlem, Bronx, whatever. And, he ends up, him and his band, his friends, they all go to the military because they were led to believe that doing that would be a way of them getting money, education, things of that nature.
Back in the days, in the 80s, when kids were growing up.
And 70s, too.
Right,
I
the
think
70s
that was like the
and
70s.
the 80s.
Yeah, that was like
you
the
would
70s.
always have, the recruiting guys they would come to your school, to your high school, and be like, hey, once you get out of high school, what you think about coming to the Air Force or the Marines or the Army or the Navy? And they made it seem real nice. They always throw in, we'll pay for college, or this, that, and the other. So it was always meant as a plan B most of the time.
Yeah.
When you leave high school, what am I going to do? They always seem to try to focus on kids that really did not have what do you plan on doing after high school? Well, I'm not really sure. They go, what about the
serve your country? They want to try to make
company.
So
they pretty much trick you into going into the service.
So here's the deal. It's good to point out that this particular film is a period piece, and it takes place like in the 60s, 60s, 70s, because it took place in the Vietnam War.
Right.
They went away to the Vietnam War. So he goes into the military and then ends up in the Vietnam War. That whole first half of the movie is pretty much the Vietnam War. Then the second half,
I guess 70s when he came out.
Or something like that. Then about the 70s by the time he came home. Second half of the movie is when he's back home and the neighborhoods are run down. And he hasn't really gotten anything that he thought he was going to get from going away to the military.
Unfortunately, a lot of our young brothers and sisters do.
Yeah,
not just talking about black.
No,
soldiers,
not just talking about black. We're talking about white and all other colors. A lot of times this country does not take care of the soldiers and the veterans after they've served it, which is a whole nother story. But the point is, this is what this movie is about.
Right.
So this is the story that the Hughes brothers wanted to tell. So now he decides that everything's going downhill from him. He's lost his job. He's losing his woman. Everything. He's got a kid and a kid on the way. No money.
Right.
So now he thinks of this plan to basically rob the Federal Reserve.
Right.
And
the Federal
using
Reserve
his
is
friends.
that truck, that delivers the money to the banks.
Right. And so basically, this is a certain type of money a certain type of truck. Because this money, as they knew or they found out, and you learn if you didn't know in the movie,
they burned
this is what the money that's no longer being used, being taken off the blocks. Like no longer in circulation.
Right. This
money. So now, whether they do with money that they no longer use, that's just like saying the old $100 bills, because now there's new $100 bills. Mm-hmm. What do they do with the old $100 bills? Well, they burn them. So what they wanted to do was intercept the truck that's taking the money to be burnt before it goes to D.C. It makes a stop, in somewhere in New York, and they want to intercept that truck, that armored truck, and get the money out of there. Because it's untraceable money if you can pull it off. If you pull it off, it's untraceable money. So there you have it. So what we're going to show you is the actual scene that where he's setting up the robbery. He gets his trusted friends together, and they're talking about what they're going to do. And really, from this point on, from the beginning, the plan was fucked up. But
as you'll see,
we'll show it to you, and you make decide from there, and then we'll break it down.
I got this plan to make some money. I want you to keep this shit to yourself.
All right, hold on, man. I don't mean this. I don't want to keep stopping. Right off the bat, I already see an issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, he's about to tell her that they're going to rob a federal armed truck.
Yep.
That is not a plan to make some money.
That's a plan to go to jail.
Right. A plan to make some money is, hey, we're gonna create a blog. You know, we're gonna
sell some T-shirts. Well, back then, so they didn't do blogs back then. So hey, we're gonna sell some shirts.
We're gonna open up a lemonade stand. You know, we're gonna do some car wash. You know, some neighborhood car wash. This is a life-changing plan. You're robbing a bank. That's a plan to get a whole bunch of money.
Yeah.
That's not a plan to make some money. That's what I wanted to point out. So to me, already, he's not really making this as serious as it really is. So we'll continue.
6:15 a.m. The truck pulls out of the post office at 149th and Grand Concourse. Now it makes one stop before it goes to D.C., which is a mail drop-off at First Federal Loan and Savings, which is on Noble Street in West. Now, Kirby, you're gonna position yourself in a getaway car at the end of the corner where you can see everything. Jose, me and you gonna position ourselves behind the bank underneath the left and the right side of the loading dock. Delilah, you're gonna position yourself inside the dumpster, which is located directly across from the loading dock.
Shade.
If anybody gets caught, shut the fuck up and we'll keep your money.
Fuck that shit, man. I'm telling you right now, if I get caught, I'm shooting my fucking way out.
We can put that shit in.
I think we need another man on the street to skip. Somebody come on the side.
I agree.
Oh, man, hell no. We don't need no another man. Shit, I can see. Besides, we got too many motherfuckers anyway. Fuck that shit, Kirby, man. Everybody trusts everybody here, right?
No answer. All right, listen. There's a lot to go over.
A lot to go over. The reason why I wanted to let it roll because you can, if you've never seen this movie, you could see from this scene the problems they have already. All these characters. You got this guy, I'm going to shoot my way out. You got Chris Tucker sounding like Chris Tucker. So right out the gate, I'm like, wait a second. If I never saw this movie, I'm like, what is Chris Tucker doing in here?
That's the first. You can't even take in this guy. What's that? Skippy? This guy's name?
Skippy.
You got listen. This is Chris Tucker from Fridays. He got the same tone. He got sound
almost the same name. His name is Smokey.
Smokey and Skippy.
So when I'm watching this, I'm like, why is Smokey in here?
You really think you're gonna put? And that's what you're thinking. You gonna pull this off with Smokey? As one of your main guys.
Oh my God. Okay.
Well, listen.
So
we actually have to go back. Real quickly to when everyone's probably saying, "Well, who's this girl?"
Yeah.
Now this girl, Delilah, is actually his baby mother's sister. Again, you go and get your child's mother, so pretty much your child's aunt.
Yeah.
To get her involved in this.
Yeah.
Our student trying to do her part to rally the people together. But Jake, we need more than talk. It's time to do.
Do what?
Revolution.
Oh, getting a little out of my league now.
Is that what you're gonna say when the revolution comes? When it's time to pick up a gun?
Girl, what you know about weapons?
I'm qualified to handle a 45, an M16 rifle, 38 caliber pistol, and a Russian AK-47.
AK-47.
Now, what makes her qualified? How are you qualified? Who told you that? Who told you that you was qualified? How do you become qualified to handle an AK-47? You get like a piece of paper and stamp qualified.
AK-47 approved. Certification. Get the hell out of here with that. See, this is what I'm saying.
This is the problem we're talking about.
Problem. You recruiting people. So because she said that to him, not even 5 minutes later in the movie, he's bringing her in on this big plan to rob the Federal Reserve. You don't know. You haven't seen this woman in years.
You don't know whether she could just be telling you that. You qualified to handle an AK. Even he laughed at that. He's like, I ain't even qualified to handle that.
This is a Marine who was in the Vietnam War. Oh my
So
God.
they already right now comparing them to set it off. They already got more problems than the set it off girls.
Yes, they do. They already got more problems because he's going into it with not a clear head because of the fact that he just, he needs his money. We showed you the breakdown scene of, we showed that when they was, breaking down the actual robbery.
We just wanted to throw this into the loop.
Yeah.
Of you're bringing in a girl. First of all, you're bringing in your child's aunt.
Yeah.
That's bad right there.
Bad right there.
Family members should not be included in this plan. Right? Especially women that's related to your kid.
Yeah. And just because she say she's ready for action, don't mean she's really ready for action.
Everybody's ready for action. Everybody got a plan until you get punched in the face.
Like Tyson.
Right. So she's ready for action, but that don't mean that she's ready for action.
So now, he's got this group of people, these band of idiots.
Exactly.
And I'm telling you, young heads, go see this movie. Check this movie out. It's a great movie. But by this time, see, we're talking because we already know the characters because you've seen the movie. Anyone who's seen the movie, by this time this is the worst possible people that he can get. However, unfortunately, they're the only people that he trusts.
The only people that he trusts. Right? Because Skippy was in the
other guy. They were in the war with him.
And the other guy, Jose.
Yeah.
Whatever. And Kirby is kind of like the OG.
Yeah.
And then that runs numbers and does little hustles. He owns a little spot, a little pool hall, whatever it case may be, where they run numbers out of there.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's like the neighborhood G. So he brings him in, but as you're looking at him during this little scene where they're discussing the plan, you got 5 different people saying 5 different things.
Different things.
Kirby don't trust the girl. He don't like the fact that she's on there, which I would agree.
I agree.
You got Jose talking about he gonna shoot his way out. No.
Shoot your way out. You're supposed to come out of this without having to shoot people if you could possibly, do that. So they brought him in there because he went to the military. He was like a explosives expert or whatever, supposedly. And we'll see how that turns out. But Kirby here, as you see, that's why I said he threw a little shade by blowing the smoke at her face because he didn't want her there in the first place.
Right.
So bottom line is, as we saw, they're arguing, and we'll finish up that scene. We'll get back to it.
Shut the fuck up, and we'll keep your money.
Fuck that shit, man. I'm telling you right now, if I get caught, I'm shooting my fucking way out.
Put that shit down.
I think we need another man on the street with Skip. Somebody come to the side.
I agree.
Man, hell no. You don't need no another man. Shit, I can see. Besides, we got too many motherfuckers anyway. Fuck that shit, Kirby, man. Everybody trusts everybody here, right?
No answer.
I can get somebody from my organization.
Oh, no. I don't want none of them revolutionary niggas involved. You can cut your eye at me all you want to. I ain't too keen on having that broad up in here neither.
Well, you the one talking about we need another man. Make up your goddamn mind.
You have somebody in mind, Anthony?
We might as well put a motherfucking ad in the paper then. We're gonna get everybody. Shit ain't gonna be no money left for a nigga.
See, he's concerned, and that's what Skippy's only concerned about, how much money is going to be left to spread around. You know, so he's already.
He said we might as well put an ad in the paper. We go get it.
This dude, man.
Right there. I mean, you know,
I think I would have just started laughing and say, you know what, we can't
do this.
I'm going to be too busy laughing instead of robbing a federal truck. If you're around.
Now, I mean,
we'll keep you for the after party.
I want to say the scene was done very well by the Hughes brothers. You know, the lighting, everyone sitting around the table, lights just hitting their faces.
That was cool.
They leaning in and leaning out from the darkness into the light.
That was cool.
Awesome scene. Probably one of the best put together scenes of the movie, because this is really the core climax of the movie. This is what really it all leads. It led to this.
Right.
So kudos to the Hughes brothers for doing that. But all in all, I guess that's how they wanted to write it. These dudes, he should have never tried this. I mean, none of these guys.
Not with these guys. I know he trusts these guys.
I can see these guys. You know, they're his core. You know, 2 of them, and actually 3 of them when he go gets the last.
Because he's really thinking.
clown.
Once again, he's really thinking about what happens at the end result. He trusts them as far as his money goes.
Right, the money,
right?
and of course to watch his
But you
back
gotta
out
get
there.
to that part.
He knows that they won't be afraid to pull a trigger if they have to.
And then watch his back.
Watch his back.
They were
all in war together. So then, he goes on and says, after she says, "You have anybody in mind?" he decides to go and get this character.
Only because he was a cold-hearted killer
at the war.
When he's at war. But now he's out, and he's told to be a changed man now.
Changed man.
Can I get a hallelujah in this house of God?
Look here, man. Skip is in. Period. All right.
I stand a lot to lose if this thing blows up in my face. The last time I saw him, he was shooting poison in his eyes.
Yeah, I know. He trying to shake that shit, man.
He's still on drugs.
And I still trust him with my life, Cleon.
You remember that last battle? Kid froze up.
For a minute. And then he broke out of it.
When it broke out of it, dude was dead.
Come on, Cleon. You know that could have happened to any of us. Now either you in or you out. Which one?
How much money did you say was in that truck?
So, you have people doing it for the wrong reasons. Half the people are doing it just because they want money. And that's their motivation. But they're not really thinking this thing out. This seems like this plan. You see, if you're robbing a small bank like the Set It Off Girls, you can put that plan together in a couple hours.
Yeah.
You are robbing a federal truck. All right?
This takes weeks of planning. Yeah. This is not nothing that you plan. And look, now they didn't say how much time that it supposedly went past.
I don't think much time.
I don't think much time either.
I don't think much time.
I don't think any time.
Or else it would say 2 weeks later, like that. This was probably 2 days later. And these guys discussed this. This was Wednesday. And now here it is Friday. And now they ready to roll.
This takes weeks of planning, casing, watching, which way they go. Because this is a routine.
They watch it for 1 day.
It's a routine that happens all the time.
Right.
So now we realize they have a time crunch to get it done. But this happens all the time. So you have to, where did he get this plan from? Where did he get the schematics from? Where you can post here, you can post there.
Based on
There's
what?
so many variables that you see later in the operation that they didn't even account for. They didn't account for a possible cop that might be on the street.
Right.
They didn't account for they didn't account for an extra guy that might be in there. Don't forget, you're robbing an armored truck. There's people inside the truck that can shoot through the holes and not even have to come out the truck. What are you going to do about that?
That's the thing. See, as you look at it, and like I said, it's always good to break this down because then you start remembering it, and then you see certain things that you didn't really see before, and you think about things you didn't really think about. Exactly. So again, I already said from the beginning, he had the wrong cast of characters. I know he trusts this one and trusts that one. He shouldn't have brought that girl in.
No.
He can't possibly trust that girl because he doesn't know anything. He just got the battery in his back because she was talking about the Black Panthers and revolution and what you're going to do when it's time to grab a gun.
Right.
And so then you have, I know you trust Skipper Drive, but the guy he brought in, Cleon, made a good point. He froze up. One point. It don't matter how long he froze up for. If you freeze up for this plan for 5 seconds, you're a dead man.
Yeah.
Or the plan's going to go wrong.
Which,
you know what I mean?
see.
So, and again, I don't think they got, they at this point, you got to know a couple more people. I don't understand why he would say, I don't want none of them revolutionary niggas here. You might need a couple of these revolutionary niggas.
Yeah.
Or something like
to
this.
To be honest with you, it might have been
because they can't
off.
wait to kill a crowd.
Yeah, they can't wait to shoot a white person. So, I mean, let me tell you, it might have been, as much as I didn't like her being in it,
right.
It might have been a good idea for her to get some of the people from
2
her
more
organization.
people, even if they're not shooting.
Yeah.
2 more people.
For lookouts.
For distraction.
Yeah.
You
create a diversion
right.
while, this stuff is going on. I mean, it's just,
even if you got 2 people to set up a fake fight.
Yeah.
To distract the cop.
That cop would have went over to break that fight up.
That's what we're going to throw that in when we get to that part. So we're going to move forward. So now this is the morning.
There's the truck.
Take place. There's the truck.
Noble Street, Federal Reserve Bank on Noble Street.
Mm-hmm. Unlike Set It Off, the masks are perfect.
Yeah, masks were good.
Masks are perfect.
Yeah,
the white with the black, that you can't tell who they are.
One thing they do have better than Set It Off. Right out the gate.
You can't tell whether they're black or white.
You can't tell who is behind these. Yeah, the paint, faces, really cool. Good effect too. Here she is in the dumpster. Yep.
Just not the perfect person to be in there.
Right. She's in the dumpster. She's waiting. Great anticipation leading up. This scene is an excellent scene. It was shot perfectly.
You see the anticipation.
There's Skippy. He looks a little nervous.
Right. That's a bad thing right there, because he doesn't even look like he looks nervous. You gotta look casual, something like this.
Here it comes. They're pulling up.
It was here in enough time.
Backing in. Now the idea is to catch these guys when they come out and get the bag before they get back into the truck.
Right.
That's the idea, because once they're in the truck, they're secure.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Now they do have the explosives guy there. He's supposed to, if the truck gets away, he's supposed to blow the doors off the truck. Right. And they that's their second part of the plan, to stop them from getting away or whatever. But the idea is to catch these guys while they got the money in their hand before they get in the truck.
Not when they get in not once they get in the truck.
Right.
You gotta be ready when they open that door to grab the money.
Yep. So they're gonna go into the bank, get the money, and come back out. That's when you grab them.
Right.
It's Kirby, like he was said, posted on the thing there. There's once again Skip, and there's Cleon.
So Cleon's supposed to be the lookout guy.
He's the other lookout across that they wanted to get. And Skip's pissed off about that too.
He's pissed off that he's there. So they're already distinction before it's even started.
Yeah.
So these two, by this time, he's gonna be there. You gotta let that shit go.
Yeah.
Like you
Everybody
got
gotta be
something to
focused,
do.
man.
Everybody, he's looking at him, shaking his head before the plan even starts, and then this guy looking pissed off that he's there. You already knew he was gonna be there, so it shouldn't have. You shouldn't have got upset once you see him across the street.
Yeah.
Could have used another cup of coffee. Let's make this quick.
Perfect.
Great shot. Love that shot.
He can basically see everything they're doing. He knows when they're getting in the money. Now he knows they're gonna come back out. Great hiding spots.
That was a
great
good shot
spot.
too, with the
Right.
American flag blowing.
Yep.
That's just like
Nice.
the irony behind it. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Because they're in this position because of that American flag,
And they
basically.
showed that's a great point.
Awesome shot. And there's the guy posted inside the truck. Is anyone who I once like filled out for a position to do that, that job, and everyone knows there's always at least one, maybe even two people posted inside the truck. Their job is to never leave that truck ever. So, and if something happens where it tries to get hijacked,
man, you filled out to do that job.
Yeah.
I would never.
I was hard up for money. It's like now here's the variable that they didn't
Right.
count.
They have to know. They have to know this. You have to say to yourself, if a cop happens to walk by,
You waiting on the number 11 bus?
No.
Yes.
I don't think she runs this early.
I caught it the other morning at the same time.
You sure about that? Let me check for you.
No need to go to any trouble, officer.
No trouble at all, brother. See by that patch on your jacket, you were in recon. I was a 5th Marine, always willing to help out a fellow leatherneck.
distinction.
Brown on
They don't know what's going
Brown
on.
patrol requesting off-hour route check on number 11.
Dispatch to Brown, hold for schedule.
That's a copy.
Do something clean.
See? Do something clean. What?
What's he supposed to do? Do something
You
clean.
didn't cover this part.
You didn't go over it. You don't know what to do.
Now you see, this is where those extra revolutionary niggas could have came into play, because you could always say, if a cop shows up, if
We start
this
a fight.
shows up,
We stage a
if
fight.
that shows up,
Yeah.
you're gonna stage a fight,
Right.
right?
That would have drew his attention.
Well, that would draw attention. Nothing with weapons or anything. Something that he would just turn his head just to break up.
Yeah.
You know, that's not going to keep his eye on what's happening.
Yeah.
Now this guy has a walkie-talkie. He's able to see everything.
Yeah.
They're fidgeting around nervous because they didn't expect another cop to come walking up.
Yep.
You know,
is what I'm
you
saying.
got Kirby talking about do something, Cleon. Well, what would you like him to do?
If he pulls out the gun and shoots the cop,
Right.
that's going to
it.
tip them off, and they ain't even come out the bank yet. They just stayed in the bank.
So that's another mistake. They did not have enough men, and they had a chance to get more people, but because they're so concerned about the amount,
The
you wouldn't
split.
have to pay them the same amount. Just because they're so concerned about the split, they didn't want to get other men. When you could have used 2 other men just in case something like this happened.
Yep. And here we go. As it all unfolds. Now they're coming out.
This is where you got to get them.
Door knocks. Door opens. Whatever money they've already picked up plus this money. This money alone's probably enough.
Yep.
And that's another thing. Don't be greedy. We said that last
Said
time.
that in the last one. You can't be greedy. They see him already.
See?
They can see through the hole. Here she comes out with her AK-47s. Alright, good job. Now, why are you still standing there? They would have been able to handle him. I don't think he should have done that. I don't think he needed to do that. Now you're setting off all sorts of alarms.
Yeah.
Come on. Here's another one. This dude. You letting a flashlight cop take you out.
Brutal.
Look,
he looking him up and down like, nigga.
Joe, come on, let's move.
being greedy. See? Now you want to get more?
You had the two things right there that
Right.
The cops had in their hand.
This guy laughing and carrying on.
That was quick thinking from Kirby to try to slow it down a little bit.
Slow down!
Lord have mercy.
So you got a handicapped guy.
I'm sorry.
This dude is handicapped.
This dude.
Disabled.
Whatever you want to say. He's got like, I think he has like 1 foot. He's got like a
He's
prosthetic leg.
okay, he's got like a prosthetic
leg, which is disabled.
Right,
Yeah.
he's disabled.
Oh my God.
So now he has to. This was not a part of the plan. You see, now you're pretty much messing up your getaway car.
How you gonna get away?
Even though that was, I don't think. Even though it was fast thinking, I don't think he should have did that.
I don't think
You know what? You just have to rock with what you got.
Yeah.
The money you have to got. That truck got away.
They came out with 2 or 3 bags in their hand. You know how much money was in those bags? You know what I'm saying? Thousands and thousands.
Not a million.
Maybe not a million, but
you probably got as
hundreds
much
of
as,
thousands.
As you probably got as much as the Center of Girls had.
Yeah.
You probably got about 300, 400,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So.
How you gonna get the money?
Are you serious? Look at everybody. Look at all their reactions. Look at him.
How you gonna get the money? With all the money. And this crazy guy, look, the whole plan's ruined. And they're still cops.
Missing everything.
Missing everything. Ain't got you. Look. Equipped to handle an AK-47. Too much time being taken up, man. Look at this. There's no.
You only had to hit him once.
You can't get any money out of there. He thinks it's a good thing.
See that shit, man? What the fuck wrong with you? You know where the fucking doors blew off? No, motherfucker, you blew the whole motherfucker.
You didn't blow up the door.
Hey, man, you fucked your head up last time. You get the money, fuck you. You fucked the mama, kicked your motherfucker ass. Put your third motherfucker with blood up inside.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. I have to agree with Skippy on that one. I'm gonna kick your motherfucking ass.
This whole thing is a disaster.
He's talking about the way the doors are still on. He blew everything except the doors up. Oh my God. blew up
and
the
he thinks
entire
that's a-
truck and the getaway
And he
car.
thinks that's a successful.
And the getaway car, I might add. It might have been able to still be functional.
Right.
He blew up the truck, the money, and the getaway car.
Oh my
So what
God.
did they do this for? What did they do it for?
And you got Cleon trying to grab hundreds out of
Burning
the air,
hundreds.
burning hundreds out of the air. Oh my! This is what I mean about the cast of characters that he had. You got a bunch of clowns. You have a bunch of clowns that is doing it, and the only one that was serious enough to do it was Delilah. She just wasn't capable enough, and Kirby, and he's disabled. These other three Dumbos, I'm sorry. I know you trust him with your life, and you gonna see how that turn out. But look at this.
He's still
And
laughing.
he's still laughing, thinking that's a good thing.
Now you done left your baby mama's sister.
Now your
dead.
baby mama's sister, you done killed. She got her killed.
She's gone, dude. They ain't getting up.
Look, you gotta leave, man.
You gotta go, man.
Can't leave.
You can't leave her.
You ain't gotta leave her, bro.
She's already gone.
She's already gone.
Taking too much time. Now the cops on the way. Once again, you're running down the street, and now people are screaming. The sun is now up. You're running down the street with masks and money in your hand.
That's
You don't
your
expect
getaway
people
plan.
to see that?
That's your big plan to get money. Left the woman dead in the street. You running down the street in broad open daylight with a gun in one hand and a bag of money in the other. And these guys don't even have their masks on. They don't have nothing on. Bare face. During the operation, calling their names out. Anthony, Joe, Cleon. They just calling the names out.
You know someone heard. You know someone heard these people's names.
Jesus Christ, man.
People are screaming because they know something's happened. They see the smoke, obviously, from things getting blown
Yeah,
up.
shit got
So
blown
they
up.
know that these people have something to do with whatever's going on. All we heard was gunshots. We see flames. And we see people, and it ain't Halloween, neither. We see people running down the street, and that ain't trick or treat. That's not candy in that bag.
There's no candy in that bag. Oh my God. Anyway,
Oh my Jesus!
I mean,
Christ.
this is just no mask. He's running on cars for some reason.
So everyone knows that it's them. Running with bags with dollar signs on it. Let you know what's in that bag.
Jesus. And then he decides to run into a alleyway with no exit.
Running and busting, ain't hitting nothing. Runs into a dead end.
Where you think this is going?
Did get somebody. Nice job by that cop taking over the
Take it
wheel.
over the wheel, yeah. Why didn't you keep shooting?
Might just shoot. Oh! That's one of the most brutal deaths I've seen in movies.
Another great shot of
That's
the money.
brutal. That's brutal.
Yeah, that is bad. That's a bad scene. Look at that.
Great scene showing how old the dollars are. You can tell how old the money is.
Yeah.
The Hughes brothers did an excellent job with
Oh, they did. They did an excellent job with this. And look at this. Now they're all back.
So now you're back with your money.
Old 50s.
Right. They're showing the
Old
old money.
20s.
That's 2,000. Look at that. You
Lot
had
of
enough money.
I don't know.
2,000. That's 5,000.
God's not gonna forgive me for this one.
Now he cares about whether God forgives him or not.
This kind of money you can buy your way in him.
That's where you're wrong, brother. We don't
done bought our way into hell. The plain fact is that I promised the Lord I would never sin like this. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I even want any of this dirty money.
Well, I'll tell you what, bro. We'll find something to do with your share.
Pulling his card.
Amen to that shit.
No. I'll take the money.
Mm-hmm.
Sack of shit.
No, he fake.
Lying sack of
Find another
shit.
way for me to do my penance.
Just tell me one thing, Glenn. Why the fuck you didn't grab the car?
You killed him. A young brother.
If you wouldn't froze up like a bitch, maybe I wouldn't have had to do that shit now, wouldn't I?
Well, just shut the fuck up.
No one's concerned about Delilah but him. You know.
The whole plan was fucked up.
Yep.
We ain't do shit right after that. Shit.
They didn't prepare
You
for
didn't
it.
prepare for it.
Y'all make sure that Jose's shit goes to.
They didn't fucking prepare for it. So they're gonna send the money, his share, to his family,
Okay, right.
his kid.
Your chunky ass really messed up out there.
Still
Don't
fighting.
me for your fuck ups.
I told Anthony I didn't want nothing to do with a crazy, devil-filled junkie.
What?
You listening to me? Look at him.
Shit. Now say some more shit. I'll knock your ass right back down, fake ass wannabe preacher, no members having motherfucker.
Don't y'all stop acting like some fucking clowns.
Exactly.
It's
Clown.
too late, though.
It's too late.
It's too late for that. You should have said that from day one.
From
You
day
should have
one.
said,
Stop all
acting
this
like some
fucking
fucking
bickering.
clowns.
Yeah, we need to be focused. This is our life on the line. This is our life on the line. If we do one thing wrong, we're going to jail for the rest of our lives.
Yep. And this is the end of the scene. You niggas sure is silly.
We got over $300,000 worth of cold, hard, unmarked U.S. cash to split up 5 ways. I'm gonna tell you something. And you make me lose count again, I'm gonna shoot me a motherfucker, and then we're gonna be splitting this thing up 4 ways, yeah?
So now,
Man, I can't believe this. It's gonna burn all this shit. All this shit. And the nigga can't even find a job.
Well, that's Uncle Sam for you, baby. Money to buy.
so now, this is what I don't understand. You saw the Set It Off girls. I hate to keep going back, but they go in hand in hand. You saw the Set It Off girls with just the 3 of them rob a regular bank and get the same amount of money,
Yeah.
and didn't have to. So why didn't they just rob a bank? You know, instead of taking a chance on, that's a hard. Now I do understand that they were supposed to get more money than that.
They're supposed to get more money than that.
They were supposed to get close to $1 million.
Probably more than that,
600, 700, up in that range.
Yeah.
300,000 is only what they ended up with because he didn't blow the doors off the truck, you know, stuff like that. A lot of the money burnt up, like they were planning to do.
And then remember, he had 2 bags in his hand when he got ran
Right.
down.
So
that if had they had that money, they may have been somewhere in the 500,000.
600,000.
That truck had well over $1 million worth of money
Right.
that was going to be taken out of circulation. But see, like I said, the plan was terrible. I think the idea was bad too, but the idea of trying to get untraceable money isn't bad, but you have to have a better idea on how to get it. You know what I'm saying?
If you rob a bank, that money's traceable.
It's
if
traceable.
you know, because that's new money.
Yeah.
If they was get caught, you know, it's traceable.
It's way traceable. The unmarked money is not traceable, but as we see, as we wrap this up, the bottom line is what he just said at the end of that. He should have said in the beginning.
in the beginning of it.
Stop acting like some fucking
bickering.
clowns.
Stop like, this is who's doing it. This is who all we got is each other. We gotta watch each other's back.
Yep.
You two stop trying to say who did what, who froze up. You all made mistakes.
Yep. He said that. He admitted it.
Right.
Yeah, but he owned it. Yeah, okay, if he owned it.
Okay, made that mistake. You can't. But the
he
thing
said
is,
we didn't do shit
you
right
can't
out
make
there.
that mistake in that spot.
That's
can't.
why it takes time.
Yeah.
You have to account for mistakes. Like I said, yeah, they wanted to keep their group small. If she would have got them revolutionary niggas, like she said, to maybe she wouldn't have died. The other people, they all know what they signed up for, so
yeah,
it is what it is. But as we see, this scene, I mean, not this whole, this whole portion of the movie, everything that went wrong with it from start to finish, bad planning,
wrong cast of characters,
bad cast of characters.
Not enough people.
And
not enough time to plan. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And since they got a little greedy.
Yeah.
The truck pulled off, you won. They're not coming back.
Exactly.
So, you know what? That's way more money than you had. It may not be as much as you planned to get, but it's way more money than you had.
Yeah. And you're standing there just watching. How many minutes... If we were to break down, how many minutes was they just standing there just watching?
Yep.
And, when that's what got the girl killed. Because the cop snuck up on him, so then she starts shooting again, gets shot, by the way, absolutely hits nothing, even in the vicinity of that cop.
Hit nothing. Everything was bounced. You was equipped to handle an AK-47. I don't know where you got that qualification from, because you failed miserably there.
Yeah, exactly.
You couldn't hit him. You didn't hit him in the leg or nothing.
Nothing. Not even a ricochet hit him. Just hit the wall. This is what I'm saying. Bad judge, but bad judge of character as far as if these people are qualified or to do this stuff. So I don't know, man. Like I said,
y'all let us know if there's something that we missed. You can comment on.
Yep.
What do you think they could have did better? I'm sure you'll agree with everything that we said. If there's something, like I said, if you think that, hey, maybe you think it was a pretty good plan. Maybe you think that, there was nothing they really could have done in that situation. Comment below. Let us know. Also, let us know what you would like to see us break down. If there's a song, there's some lyrics, a specific movie scene, or what have you that you want us to break down, let us know about it in the comments below.
Yep.
Like, comment, and subscribe, man. Yo, this is your boy, Heaven Clark.
Wes Clark. We are the Clark Brothers.
Clark Brothers. We'll see you next time on the breakdown, man. Peace. Thanks y'all for coming.